We're Helen and Tim Travel. We quit our jobs in January 2023 to travel the world with the goal to see the world one mountain at a time. We're taking you to Taipei to discover the capital city of Taiwan. In this vlog, we highlight Taipei's incredible street food scene at a popular night market. The food in Taiwan is incredible, from bubble tea to beef noodles, every bite is an adventure. So join us on a day trip to Jiufen, a charming town known for its historic streets and beautiful tea houses. We'll even hike up Keelung Mountain for beautiful ocean views to experience the tranquility and natural beauty that Jiufen has to offer. We also show you highlights of what makes Taiwan an underrated travel destination. If you're new to our vlog, earlier in 2023 we spent 2 months in Taiwan catching up with our family in the southern part of the country. Make sure to catch our other Taiwan videos and we'll drop them in the description below. This time around we spent 10 days catching up with family in Kaohsiung before making our way on the high-speed rail to spend 4 days in Taipei with our nomadic friends Zach and Amanda. We show them around popular sites like Freedom Square and eat all the things from dumplings, beef noodle soup, visited bakeries, ate Taiwanese salt and pepper chicken, peppered pork buns from one of Taipei's most popular street food stops. There truly is food every corner you turn. December is a great time of year, not only for the cooler temperatures, but we enjoyed the lovely holiday celebrations and light displays around Taipei. Here are our friends! Doing the food dance. Can I eat it? We are currently on a bus to the town of Jiufen, which is a town in the northeast part of Taiwan, northeast of Taipei, about 45 minutes to an hour outside of town. We are on a bus today, and it's taking a little bit longer because it stops quite a few stops along the way. It's about an hour and a half if you decide to go by bus, but it's direct. You don't have to connect from a train to a bus. It is essentially, Jiufen is an old mining town, a gold mining town back in the days. Back in Taipei, visiting my family en route to New Zealand, but we are joined by our friends Zach and Amanda today. There's Amanda. Here's Zach. We're about to do a hike, so we just got to Jiufen, and we will be doing a quick hike up to Mount Keelung. It's supposed to be a short 30-minute hike up a bunch of stairs, but it gives you really beautiful views of the ocean. Welcome to Jiufen. So the first thing we're doing is a hike because we want to hit it before it gets too hot, and we want to make sure to get into town before it gets too busy. So it's about 9:30. Our bus ride took about an hour and 20-ish minutes or something like that. You have a chance to either take a taxi out here, and it costs around 40 to 50 USD one way, or you can take a train to a bus that's a little bit more economical, about 60 something NT. But we did take the bus route because it was the most efficient way. It's direct, you don't have to connect, so highly recommend it. We're about to hike Mount Keelung, which is a mountain just a 5 to 10 minute walk from the Old Street, Jiufen. We highly recommend hiking this trail. It's only 1 mile long, and you go a bunch of steps to see the grand view. There's 3 pavilion lookouts, so there's opportunities to check out the surroundings of Jiufen. Plenty of opportunities to take a rest, but it's definitely a well-marked trail. The steps are very well maintained. We're here just before 10 o'clock on a Friday in December. It was like, what date is it? December 8th, and there's definitely not a lot of people here, and the weather is absolutely perfect. Last time we came to Jiufen, back when we started our full-time travel journey, it was very rainy. I think it was in about February time frame, just after Chinese New Year's, and we got very unlucky with the weather. So we're doing this part again just so we can experience it fully.
It's getting a little warm with the sun out, but a little breezy helps keep it cool. So
getting to the point where we're just over 10 months into our full-time travel journey, and Taiwan is, I guess, our 13th country, And
I thought it was the 14th.
no, 14th will be when we head to New Zealand.
New Zealand. Okay.
So
Yeah, we lose count.
in a way, it's kind of a full circle moment because we've already been here before, but we've never actually truly explored Taipei. Somebody who was born, I guess, in Kaohsiung and left at the early age of 3, it's been really nice to reconnect with my family, just my culture, and speaking the language. I speak Chinese Mandarin fluently, so I've been testing my skills, and it's been really nice to be able to do that.
Well, I just wanted to say, if you followed us lately, you know that we love using the All Trails app for our hikes. And I noticed recently they did another update. And the lock screen, I can see how far we've gone, the elevation, and how long we've been hiking. This is a really cool update. They keep adding features. You can check out All Trails from our affiliate link in the description below.
We made it up to the top here at Keelung Mountain Peak, and it took us about 35 minutes, but it is a very nice trail to tack on if you're already in the Jiufen area. I highly recommend doing it early because it gets windy and sunny. It's very exposed.
Egg tart, and it's very delicious. It came from a bakery recommended by Tim. Flaky crust and like a sweet egg custard filling, and it tastes wonderful after hiking for 30 minutes. The more you hike, the more you get to eat.
The final stats for the Mount Keelung Trail here in Jiufen is 1.4 miles, and it took us about an hour and 18 minutes. We hung out at the top, took some pictures, took in the views because they are beautiful from up top, and it was 890 feet of elevation. Good trail. Now we are going to walk down to Jiufen and check out the Old Street area. We're going to grab some food and some drinks.
So one of the many things I love about Taiwan is all the cute little, I wouldn't even say souvenirs, the things that I can buy and things that Tim is denying me of buying because we're trying to be financially independent and responsible.
And it would take up no room in your bag. Yeah.
Tell Tim that.
Yeah, I tried.
So we are walking to the entrance of Jiufen Old Street. It is a very narrow alley with a bunch of shops, a lot of delicious street food vendors, and especially get here early before noon to beat the crowds. These are the little things in Spirited Away. Remember the soap balls?
Yes.
That like bounced around.
Okay. Is it subject?
So we just stopped by, picked up some really good boba with fresh milk from this place, which is a famous place in Taiwan. So it's good.
So we were trying this sweet potato ball, like it's almost like a dessert soup. You can get it in different temperatures. We got it super hot for some reason. You can get it medium or even cold, but they hand roll these sweet potatoes into this ball, and it almost reminds me of like a mochi texture. Oh, and there's red beans in there too. It's really good. So in the main area where you have the iconic tea house views, there is a tunnel. You'll go down the steps, you'll look to the right. The tunnel takes you through to a less traveled tea house, so you kind of have an area to yourself away from the crowd, so I highly recommend you getting off the beaten path a little bit here in Jiufen. So if you want a tea house off the beaten path, this is the one to go to.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So we're at this little viewpoint, and you can see where we hiked this morning. It actually looks a lot taller and further up than when you're actually on the mountain. So it's kind of cool to see it from different perspectives. Oh, it's so... So the town of Jiufen was founded by the Japanese when Taiwan was Japanese occupied many, many years ago. It was actually founded because it is a gold mining town, and they started settling this area when they found gold. It was part of the Qing dynasty, Qing.
I think it's a very cute historic town. Lots of little alleyways that you can kind of get lost in, explore around.
Full of character, great food, lots of people watching. Like, you get a real sense of maybe how Taiwan was 100 years ago. It's like stepping back in time, walking through all the alleyways, and it's awesome. Even better to explore it with friends too.
Yay! I feel like we're getting our steps in today. So many visitors have said when they come here that there are resemblances of the movie Spirited Away, the animated Japanese film Spirited Away, and that rumor has since been debunked by the movie director Miyazaki, where he said that of course there are elements that feel and look like old times of Japanese cities, but he did not make the Spirited Away film based off of Jiufen. There is just some influences based on the culture and the history that make it look and feel like it is part of that movie. So we grabbed a bit of lunch and stewed pork and rice, soup dumplings, and oyster sauce with vegetables. So in Chinese it's called lu lo fan. So and then soup dumplings are called xiaolongbao, which has a bit of soup, some pork and vegetables in a brothy sauce within a dumpling. So it is just before 1 p.m. and we are leaving the Jiufen Alley with all of the shops and restaurants, and you significantly can tell a big difference of the crowds. There are people everywhere. You're kind of more squeezing through shoulder to shoulder, and it is not as much of a pleasant experience as it was when we first arrived. So we highly recommend you getting here before noon or even like 11 o'clock, because you also have to make sure the stores are open. So that's something to consider if you're trying to make your way to this area. Get here early and come on a weekday. Guess what we're doing?
Going to the night market, get some food.
Last couple of nights in Taipei, and then we head to New Zealand. Tim's like, get the camera out of my face.
Yeah.
We are currently on our way to Ningxia night market. We are about an 18-minute walk. We are staying near Taipei main train station, which is really conveniently located if you're looking to stay within an area within walking distance, or even taking the MRT, which is the metro rail train. See, we've got some wish lists on things that we gotta eat, and this is dedicated to our watcher and viewer Emmy, because she's been requesting this, and others for a while. But we have our friends Amanda and Zach from Zanda Trek joining us today, so they're gonna help try some Taipei and Taiwan eats with us.
I like these wide avenues. We're on the hunt for taro balls, salt and pepper fried chicken, pepper buns.
I want guac bao, which is like this pork belly in a steamed bun, like taco looking thing, and has like pickled vegetables and crunchy peanuts.
Excellent, that
Yes.
sounds delicious. They are also well known for their oyster omelets.
Ooh, yes.
There always seems to be a nice mix of games and food stalls in Taiwan's night markets. I mean, anything that you're looking for, get a little entertainment, get some good bite to eat. Chicken wings, maybe some intestines too, I'm not sure.
So it's just after 6 p.m. and it's already very busy, like wall-to-wall people. There isn't much room to move around here, but you pretty much just have to get the food and just keep walking and find a place to eat at some point along the way. I'm here with Zach. What do you think so far? It's a little busy, right?
It's a little busy, it's a little tight. You go one direction and that's the direction you get to go.
We were saying it was like a river tributary. You just like jump in and you just keep flowing until you find food, and then you have to like jump out. Busy. It is Sunday night at 6 almost 6:30, so we're like prime time right now. Oh well, maybe next time we'll come earlier. So we got our first dish. It is a Taiwanese sausage with an intestinal paste rice, like a sticky rice, with onions and basil, as well as this tian la, which is almost in Mandarin, it's like, it translates as a sweet, spicy, but like a fish cake textured. So the lady, she sliced it all up, sauteed it with soy sauce. It's kind of subtly sweet. I had a taste of it earlier. A little sticky, it's almost like a sticky rice texture, but it's a classic. Usually you just have the sausage and you just have the rice. They're usually paired together, but this is a little twist. It's about 120 NT, which comes out to $4 USD. This night market seems to be priced a little higher than the other night markets here in Taipei, or just around Taiwan in general, because we are in more of central Taipei. But on average, it seems like a lot of these dishes are around like 100 to 150 NT so far, unless you're getting a drink, which usually averages about like 40 to 60 NT.
Sticky rice was fantastic. I really like it, like stir fried. I would have never thought to do sticky rice savory, but it's fantastic. And now the sausage.
Good stuff. I like that
It's
chicken.
so sweet. Like a solid 4.5 on that. I could use a few more chunks of the rice. You know what I mean? Like a little bit more of an even
Balance.
Uh-huh.
So from the U.S. scale, 4.5 is, you know,
Oh, that's a good
That's
point.
the-
Are we on like the Asian?
and
Right.
the Asian scale, it's like a 3.9
There we go. There we go. Accurate.
We'll explain why we think it's a 3.9.
because it's above average.
Well, and only places that have 5 stars are where Westerners eat.
Yeah.
So it seems like, you know, if the locals eat there and they really like it, it's about a 4. Which, you know, not everything has to be a 5-star.
So up next we have deep fried pepper chicken. So it's seasoned with pepper and probably the salt and pepper mixture. It's like popcorn chicken when you were a kid. I mean, that's what it tastes like. I hear it's actually not as crispy as what you think. It almost tastes like it's a little old, like it was fried earlier. So it's not quite as crispy as it normally is. The pepper flavor though is really good. So we'll give them that. Not really that juicy, but I mean, it's edible.
That's not what we want to hear. So one of my favorite drinks in the entire world, and one of the things I remember was my mom going on her moped to pick up this drink called IE, which is like a lemon jelly. So this is very sweet. Night market seems to have it, and it's very refreshing, especially with all the salty, spicy foods that you're gonna have here at the night markets here in Taiwan. And out of our scale of 5, I think this is a 5 out of 5. And this cart is not the one that, I guess we went northbound, right? Which direction do we go? It's like the middle, kind of like the middle cart in the right side of the night market. It's not the one closest to the end. There are several, but just make sure you get one of these if you are coming.
How much tastes like is like a sausage in an Asian pancake. There was some egg on the inside. We love Asian pancakes. It's one of our favorite dishes here in Taiwan. And we got the sausage with some basil in there as well. Let's give it a try. It's tasty, a little salty, but a lot of flavor. Like a 4 out of 5. It's good. It's really hot.
It's delicious. It's like a Taiwanese pig in a blanket. Fantastic.
It's like we're back in Thailand.
His favorite.
Yes, this is my absolute favorite. It's called guabao. It's a stewed pork in a steam bun. It's got some veggies, steam bun, peanut, little like crushed peanuts on top. It is amazing.
Hot. Mmm.
We got almost like a pork belly on the inside. We got some pickled vegetables, cilantro, and then some crushed peanut. Savory, but it's sweet, so there must be some sugar added in, I'm sure. So it just kind of all blends together.
We've gone dessert now, but we're gonna still go back and eat more salty stuff, but like a steamed bun with condensed milk on it after he dipped it in this like sugary brown like substance. I'm thinking in Chinese it's mantou, which means like a steamed bun bread. He put marshmallow. I think Amanda asked for Oreo and he put marshmallows on top, so we'll see. Usually it doesn't come with like the additional topping. Oh, That's hot.
Deep fry.
I think the marshmallow makes it really sweet.
Yeah.
But I was hoping the texture was going to be a little bit more crunchy. But it's not bad. I mean, it's just like white steam bun in the middle. There's no like filling in it. Not bad. I would give it like a 3.5 out of 5 just because there's not stuff inside, and it seems like I want to save my calories for something else. But overall, wouldn't get it again, but I would try it.
So we've determined it's kind of like if you deep fried a dinner roll and then drenched it in sweetened condensed milk. And she's giving sopapilla, which is not a bad thing.
So these are deep fried sweet potato balls. We had deep fried sweet potato balls in Chiang Mai, Thailand, but those were more marble size ones and they were really good. So we wanted to try these big ones, kind of test them out, see how they do. Quite dry, really dry, very dry. Bet they're light, chewy, maybe a little like mochi for the smaller ones. I wouldn't get these ones. So the night market, or most of the night markets, open around 5 p.m. This one in particular, and the most popular stalls, usually there's a queue that starts lining up even before they open up. So if you have a place that you want to get to, you should come early because it does get quite busy.
The lines are long, but the food seems worth it. Great experience, lots of people watching, but be prepared to stand around a little bit. Good food is always worth waiting for, right?
Yeah.
Taiwan is a land of the night markets. There are over 700 official night markets around the country, but in Taipei alone there are dozens, and if you just put it in Google Map, you'll certainly find one that is close to where you're staying. But we couldn't stop eating, and we want to know if you've ever been to Taiwan and enjoyed the food. We would love to hear in the comments, what was your favorite street food you tried? So next to the night markets are a bunch of sit-down restaurants. If you get tired of walking and you don't want to be in the crowds, you're going to unfortunately have to wait more for the restaurants. But there are a lot of options, from different types of noodle soups to anything that you pretty much want in the Taiwanese cuisine world. Seems to be in this Ningxia night market that there are a bunch of Michelin star restaurants in this area. So if you're wanting to come here to go to those restaurants, definitely come here before the dinner crowd. We have seen queues of lines of like 15 all the way to 30 people. It's insane how many food options there are, and there's still a lot of lines to wait in. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that like button to support this video, comment with any questions, and subscribe for upcoming adventures. Our next leg of our full-time travel journey brings us to New Zealand, so follow along. We are beginning our journey on a business leg of our trip. We are heading to New Zealand. We are in Taipei, Taiwan, laying over in Hong Kong, and then jumping on 2 Cathay Pacific flights total. And then we're gonna head to, or flying into Auckland, New Zealand. So we'll see, we'll keep you posted on how our journey through Cathay Business Class goes.
We are flying Cathay Pacific Business Class, and we are doing that because we were able to transfer points to Cathay Pacific Asia Miles. We transferred 65,000 points each, plus some cash to get these business class tickets all the way to Auckland and access to several Cathay lounges.
How much did you pay per ticket?
So 65,000 points transferred to Cathay Asia Miles and about $260 USD.
This business class flight has been fantastic so far. Service is amazing. The staff are very kind. We just got served a meal on just a 1-hour flight. Not too bad. I wasn't expecting a full service meal. We got to choose off the menu, and it looks delicious with authentic, with Asian cuisine. I'm excited to try the Cathay Delight, their signature non-alcoholic drink, which has kiwi as well as coconut milk. So let's give it a try.